And welcome to ESO Daily. I'm your host, Mr. Craven. Alright guys, so I don't have a lot of time this morning. I've got to go get my granddaughter and stuff, and got a lot of little things to do with just real life stuff today. But I wanted to get on here. Last night I was doing some PvP on the PS4, and it was crazy because I'm mainly in Vivek campaign server, and the reason being it opposes the point that majority of your player base plays in that server, right? Without a doubt. And when we go in to campaigns, right, currently there's one bar each. It's in the morning, low pop. My secondary is sure nothing. But then you have the below 50. I'm fine with this, right? I'm fine with the non-CP campaign. But then you have all these other campaigns that are just dead, right? They're 30-day non-champ, and then you have these 7 days. And people will go to Vivek because it's the longest running campaign. 1, 2, it's just the most populated. It's CP enabled, and people will just go to it. What I think needs to happen to promote from all these servers getting just lagged up, tied up, full, is they need to do away with 30-day campaigns. They need to make it all weekly. Everything goes 7-day. The reason being, and let me explain this. There is nothing that promotes players to go to Sotasil. Non-champ, who cares? If you want to go non-champ, you can just literally get rid of the below 50, make it non-champ. That would disable that anyways. Get rid of this below 50, make it non-champ. 7-day non-champ. 7-day and 7-day standard. Get rid of the 30-day campaigns. The reason being, and that's only one thing they should be doing. The reason being, it promotes faster, more players to obtain Emperocy, right? When players are 30 days into a campaign and their AP gain is so fucking high, and somebody comes in halfway through, like let's say 6-8 days, they're too far behind for Emperocy. There's not a chance in the world they're going to get it in that campaign. There's none. And if you try to play the other campaigns, it's dead. It's like next to nil. Even if you get some decent play, it's dead. And that's the problem with Imperial City, right? Imperial City has nothing that is benefiting the player base as far as incentive. Yeah, you can go down there and farm frags and stuff like that, but it's a problem. 30-day campaigns is a long-term problem for this game. I understand in the beginning it was a thing to do, but honestly, they just need to get rid of it. They honestly just need to 86 the 30-day campaign. Go 7-day standard on all the campaigns. Get rid of the below 50. Make it 1 non-champ, 3 non-7 days. It would promote players. And that's another thing, too. Make it where you're not... I don't know how to explain this. Like, you're not penalized for going into a guest campaign for AP gain. Like, literally, like, if I go into another campaign, I can't get Emperocy in a guest campaign. I have to be in my home campaign. I have to be. I think if they were to actually promote, players, playing other campaigns, they would get better results. They would start freeing up some of the server. They think that players are just going to do it on their own, and they're not. Lock it out. Literally, lock it out. Put a cap on each of the servers, and it's locked out. That's how you fix it. You tell them, hey, sorry, it's locked out. Max has been reached for your faction. And don't And don't make it so that, oh my god, you know, so I'm going to have to go to a guest campaign. Well, now I can't get Emperor C. Just pick a campaign, right? All the Emperor Cs will gain, you'll gain for all those servers. So if you log in, basically it's like this. The one thing I hate the most is players playing. They'll ramp up AP. They can log out for X amount of hours. Your faction takes Emperor C, but now the Emperor is not online. I honestly think the player with the most AP that is currently online, who's helped contribute to getting the Emperor C at that time, should be named the Emperor. But so basically, it doesn't penalize players. It just doesn't. You know, little things like that need to happen. It just needs to be taken precedent. 30 days is way too long for a campaign, because nobody has a chance of gaining Emperor C unless you play religiously, like 10, 12 hours a day. And even if you come in late, you're fucked. So honestly, I think they need to be changing it. But that's my opinion. This is all my opinion. I don't know what you guys think. I'd like to hear feedback from you guys, right? I would like to get some kind of initial feedback to say, oh, you know, hey, yeah, right. But, yeah, I love Cyrodiil. I love the PvP in this game. It's progressive. It's changing. It's getting better. I think a lot of the original players don't feel that's the case. But from a competitive standpoint, I think the devs are starting to slowly but surely find some of the problems with what's made the players so overpowered in the past, especially with builds and sets and mechanics. There are still bugs, but they've been ironing those out slowly, but there haven't been a lot of huge updates for PvP. Not a lot of incentives. They need to put a PvP AP vendor, because as far as I like getting the stuff for, you know, rewards of the worthy, to me it's just, most of it just gets trashed, right? Most of it gets trashed. With the new transmutation system coming out, scrap the rewards of the worthy as far as gear. Give us like stuff we can use, like repair kits, maybe potions, so on and so forth. Anything that actually goes towards, and maybe transmutation crystals. As far as gear, let us use the AP we're acquiring, right, to get the gear through a merchant of those sets that are available for PvP. You know, I like when you can go into a delve. I like the delve system. You can go in there and you can get some gear.